Moving through your fears, let go of worrying and start living. Hi, I'm Dr. Cynthia Bischoff, International Life Coach. We've all had moments in our lives when we're completely of the faith that something is going to turn out well, even though from a rational standpoint it doesn't seem possible. And in turn, we've had moments when despite how much we reassure ourselves or others reassure us, we're full of fear about situations or outcomes in our daily lives. So for most of us, our lifetime has involved a kind of dance with both faith and fear. And this dance can limit our intentions and the very quality of our lives. So today, I want to give you some principles for understanding your fears so that you can work through them. We'll discuss ways in which your fears may be limiting you, or doing what I call filtering your messages, and also may be causing you not to reach your potential. But first off, are you a natural worrier? Do you perceive the world to be a friendly place or an unfriendly place? Einstein, in one of his famous quotes, says that this orientation that you have established with the world will change everything in your life. Some of my clients have told me, for example, that they were led to believe that if they weren't worrying, they might be shocked or surprised by something negative that could happen. It was as though worrying would keep it from happening. And actually, we know that our thoughts do create our reality. So if you're worrying, you're actually giving energy to the negative. And as some would say, you're even drawing it toward yourself. You see, your fears and worries have probably made your most important decisions in life. Maybe they've chosen your home, helped raise your children, and even limited some of your potential and possibilities. From this standpoint, fear becomes the gatekeeper of your comfort zone, what you'll allow in or what you won't allow. And when there's a danger of not being accepted, approved, or understood, you might find that your fears can keep you from even developing your full potential. Yet, when we're willing to shift or change our thoughts, which we have to do in order to work through our fears, we can open up ourselves to some real living. So what about the origin of fear? Let's look at that. Fear is closely related to your core self. If your core self is negative, it might sound like an inner critic with thoughts like, I have to be perfect, I'm never enough, good things rarely happen to me, and these are just a few negative core beliefs. The origin of your fears may also be closely related to your upbringing, and it can be helpful to evaluate that. In my work in coaching, I ask people to complete statements like, my mother or father expected me to do or be what? You would fill in the blank. Or my teachers believed that I was what? How would you complete that statement? I would ask you to complete statements like these all the way to statements like, I expect myself to do or be blank. I'm most afraid of blank. And as you complete these statements, you'll get some insights into the origin of some of your fears. You see, first you want to figure out how your fears originated. Then you can evaluate how your fears may be doing what is called filtering in your life. And what is filtering? Well, it can be seen as the act of limiting or tuning out options because they don't align with you being safe. And so filtering keeps you from receiving certain messages and ideas. We are great at building evidence to uphold our fear-based beliefs. Let me give you an example. Someone says, you're exceptionally talented, and your filter says, if you really knew me, you wouldn't say that. You see, because of your filtering system, your fear keeps you constantly focused on the issues of your situation rather than on what is being said or even what's happening. In that way, the fear not only could be tuning out the truth, but also making your decisions for you unconsciously. Now, we know that you're co-creating your life, and you're doing this through your mind and your thinking. So by filtering your information, your fear keeps reinforcing what you want to hear or see or know so that you can be right and in that way be safe. your fears can really fracture your relationship to the world.